Now we'll come to the variant configuration. Variant configuration. Variant configuration is required. Why? Because variant configuration is required. Why? Okay. So I'll showcase here some of the variant are configured. In the this is the variant configurator is required just to generate the item and barcodes in the SAP Business One. So to do that, there are several settings available. You can see first my three the variant configurations are there. One is that generate item color and size wise. One option is there. Another is that generate item only the color wise, and third one is that only generate one item. Okay. Further to it, there are only generate items, do not generate the barcode, generate item by color, and plus additional one item need to be created along with that for the combo item. So that kind of configuration we can do it. Like there are three colors and just want to create one item of like for the CS bomb purposely specifically. So that also you can do it. So basically we will see this how we can create it. The change is majorly in the this particular like field is when we are creating the item group, sorry, when we are creating or defining these the series or like variant configuration. So system should, because why this is required, again I will mention that from the style master data we are going to create a item master. Okay, whatever the styles are going to register as a product, for that particular product, item need to be created in SAP and the barcode need to be created in the SAP, which are the standard, item master functionality we are going to use through the style master data. So to create that, when the item is creating in SAP, whatever the item group is selected on the style master data, okay, okay. So system will read that particular group from the style master data when you are generating the item. If you want to set a default item group as well, whenever this particular series is created, so item will create in this particular group only. So that you can set it up. Next is that when you are creating the items, okay, so what kind of because again, this is the customer, you need to like understand what customer product is, what kind of customer is dealing with the business. Okay, because in trading's perspective, we may require the color wise, size wise items. Okay, but may required because the operational, in an operational way, they just have to uh, they just have to uh, they just have to deal with the item codes in individually. But when we are doing a manufacturing or any customer is doing a manufacturing, the in that case only we are creating creating the color wise items, because the management of the item on and the production is easy, because mm, color wise bomb and things can be managed easily, and the tracking is also easy for the manufacturing purpose. Even we can create a one item in for the manufacturing companies or like the customers, okay, who are doing the manufacturing directly. For that we can create the one item as well. And who is doing the trading directly, like buying a item code and selling the item code directly, not doing the manufacturing color wise, size wise. So in depth detail is not required in our case, the as an approach, dealing with this approach, particularly when deciding the how we can create the items for the customer. In case we do not required to generate the item, that option is available, but generally this may not required in some case. But when we are creating item, then only our barcode will get us created. So when we select do not generate item, it means obviously the item will not get created. When any of the I will keep this read from style, which is easy, which is not the fixed one. Whatever the style master on the style master data, customer user will select the item group. According to that, the item group will get assigned in item master data. What the series, whenever this series is created, so this series is coming from the document numbering series of the items actually. So so from here itself, that series is coming. So we can select the item series here. How we want to generate the barcode. Okay, so in a major case, uh, color-wise, size-wise barcode approach is there. Okay, in any case, we have an approach that the uh, color-wise item and only the one barcode we want to generate. Okay, or we want to generate the barcode only color-wise. Okay, so uh, only according to the color, your one color, one barcode will generate. You have now two colors, two barcode will generate. But if you select this color wise, size wise, that means for each color, if there are four sizes or five sizes, there will be the five barcode. If there are two colors, there for the each size, there are five sizes into two colors, there will be the 10 barcodes. So this kind of the configuration you can do it. In case you want a one barcode, you will be able to create a one barcode as well. But again, the in the major context, what kind of the structure of the customer is, according to that, we need to decide it. In case we want to generate only item, okay, we just want to generate the item color wise here, but we do not want to generate any item barcode actually for that. So we can decide that this is also the feasible in when we do this color wise sizes items. In that case, we already having the items with the variations directly. So we may not require to create a barcode again against the each and individual color and size. So this approach you can decide according to your need of the customer. Again, there is a configuration available for the EAN GS1 series. We can define it for that. What kind of barcode you are creating. So for that, there is a prefix which customers are getting from the GS1 that you can put here. What is the first number they have been taken from the GS1, that also you can enter it, and what is the last number is assigned to them, that can be assigned. This is particularly the for the barcodes actually. We can see that this is the this thing is type we can select type EAN, and based upon that we can define our the series which are received from the GS1 like as a EN series. There is another option internal. Some of the customer do not have the GS1 series or the GS1 numbers like they have been purchased. So they want to generate the custom barcodes. That is also possible. You can say that internal. And in that case, basically when you select this, system will apply the logic which for the EAN generation process. There is a logic, so that will get applied. But when you say the internal, so in that case you can say that what should be a prefix also you can set it, because in GS1 the prefix will not considered, but when you say internal, that time the prefix of the barcode can be in used. That when your barcode is generated, barcode obviously I just need to showcase what I am talking about the barcode actually. So one second. Okay, So you can see the barcode actually. Okay, this is particularly black color. There are three colors into this particular style is, and there are several barcodes are there. Okay, barcode is assigned to the description like each variant of the product. Okay, so these are not going to repeat any when we are creating this, and this is particularly assigned to each size and color combination. One barcode is assigned. So how the barcode should get generated, that configuration we are deciding here in the barcode series. So that is there. We can use the separator for the description. I'll come to the description. You can see here the percent. This is the name. Some of the parameters you can give it for the item name pattern and foreign name pattern. When you are setting this up, so you can set it up according to your again the need, how the customer want the barcode, like item description. Why this is the color and size is defined, because this item is going to create color and size wise item. So obviously whatever the items are created, that should get identify uniquely with the style name, style code, and the color and size. But when we are dealing with the color wise, so we don't need sorry, this is not the one. Okay, when we are dealing with the color wise item, we can identify the item name and the color description only. So this approach got changed when we are doing the one item. So that time we have a different approach. Only the one item is going to generate. That means one item name is only required. So in that way, when we are creating the item, so there should be, we want a separator in the description which is generated like the name of the this was earlier actually before this functionality now is flexible one. You can define once you define this won't get considered actually. So this was for that. Again, they add attributes after this feature. This may not be a required add attributes. Size template again. Whatever the, because see, when we are defining this attribute, sorry, variant configuration, um, on this basis only the our item is going to create, and some of the fields in further to it, we can see here. As a part of the R session as well, we are going to see some of the UDFs which are created on the item master. In a similar way, you can see your item. If this is my style, okay, I am selecting one of the style here. Okay, so you can see here my size template is assigned on the item master data. My style is assigned on the item master data. Okay, apart from that, uh, there are several UDFs which uh, are created on the item master data of this through the FashionNX. Okay, you can see here pin level 1, 2, 3. These are the uh, all this the UDFs are only of the the FashionNX only. Okay, so whatever the further we are going to use these configuration, these will get is in used. So that is why whatever the size template we are going to select on the style master data to generate the item master data. So that will be read from the style which is selected, and that will be assigned on the item master data. Similarly, some of the can keep the base as an for now. That is not in use. Uh, the routing, there can be a different routings according to the product. So again, that need to be assigned on the item master, that need to be read it from the style. How the production processes will happen, manually or like automatically when this particular series is selected. That means the default, the process issue to process or the receipt of process is required, need to set automatically. Actually, as I was explaining that the setting earlier, is that the setting also available that issue default method for issue to process is manual or automatic. That process, that setting also available on the series level. When you are select particular item group or particular series is selected, then what should be action for that particular item, that you can set it up. In India itself, there can be a HSN code is there. So for the GST purpose, so that you can default set it default uh, for the your styles. When this particular series is selected, that means this particular HSN will get automatically selected. After that also they can change it, the different HSN as well. What should be a default warehouse? A default warehouse also is going to assign when the item is created. Like this item is created, and also you can see is there is one of the default warehouse is also assigned. So which should be a default warehouse, you can set it in the series itself. There can be a prices. This is price list one and this is price list two of the item master data. So again, whatever you are selecting here, it will go into the item master data, um, in the price list itself. So I have been selected the first price list here. That is, this is going, whatever you are selecting here, it will go into the price list one, and whatever you are going to select here, that will go into price list two. So you can configure it. This is again when we will go see the item master style master data. We'll see that when you are generating any item, what should be your UOM, that you can define it. Is that item should be a batch manager or not? That also you can define it. So this way you can. This is very important because when you are deciding your customer product, what kind of product is and what kind of the item setup is required, because based on this only the further things will happen in terms of the production, in terms of inventory management, whatever the things. However, we are creating one item, that means everything will be covered in under the one item. Even in that particular item, the colors and number of colors are there and number of sizes are there, everything will get covered into the one item. Okay, but when we say that the color wise item, that means the data is two items will get created, and related to that color, the sizes will have the detailed transaction. When we will create a this is the normal approach for the standard color wise sizes item. That means everything is managed on that particular item directly. So there is no next detail to it. So this way we can define the barcode series